In my recent videos I've been making reactions to Australian geography, just finding out a bit more about the country itself, and something I thought might be quite fun is to have a game of Geoguessr. And if you don't know what Geoguessr is like an online game where you get dropped in the middle of a random place on Google Maps and you have to guess where you are based on the surroundings and the geography. It's something I play quite regularly. I usually play it looking for like sports stadiums and stuff. So tell me if you'd like me to do a sports stadium one for Australia as well. But today I'm going to be playing this map. It's called Big and Famous Australian Cities. So I wanted to start with something hopefully relatively easy, but this one's got 50,000 locations, so I think this will be quite difficult. But I thought it'd be quite fun. You can tell me if you recognise these locations. What I'll do is I'll give myself about 1.5 minutes per round. I'll also do it as a challenge, so I'll put the link in the description of the video so you can play along as well and you can see how you do. Let's see, so look at this start. We've got a bit of a location. It could be anywhere really. Let's see what this sign says, see if it gives anything away. We've got just town centre here, Maribyrnong Avenue, Stockman Avenue. Okay, nothing really giving away the city as of yet. What we got over here? Thought that was like a cemetery at first there from the distance. But yeah, it looks like a more residential kind of suburb or something like that. Geoguessr. Okay, I've never heard of Geoguessr before. If I had to take a wild guess, just based on like instinct, and that's me knowing really nothing about this sort of side of things with regards to Australia, I think maybe somewhere like Perth or something. It doesn't feel like Sydney or Melbourne, but I guess it could be on the outskirts of either of those cities. Let's see what we've got here. Canberra. Okay, Canberra is over here. See if we can even find University of Canberra. Canberra Airport. Okay, let's see. Okay, so looking over here, it's kind of hilly. I'm not too sure of the exact location. I'm going to kind of take a guess somewhere maybe down on the south of the city. It was actually the north of the city, up here. So just lucky I got that clue there, but actually a really good start, 4,880. I never expected to get anywhere near that. I didn't expect to get any sort of good ones, but I'm happy with that. I guess it's probably going to be downhill from here, but it'll be cool to just see some interesting Australian cities. And as I say, like in previous videos, I love like these Australian suburbs, man. I just think they're so beautiful, look like great places to like raise a family and stuff like that. So you had a truck there. Sometimes trucks can have clues on them as well. See, we've got W, so is WA, is that Western Australia? So Western Australia could be somewhere like Perth. Let's just throw down in Perth. Yeah, Western Australia, but I guess that's a big region, so it could be anywhere within that, which makes this a bit more difficult. Yeah, really kind of in this residential area here, trying to escape suburbia to find a sort of main highway or something to get some better clues. But again, look at this place, man, just so picturesque and beautiful. But I feel like that's a lot of the Australian suburbs look like this. Look at these houses, man, so nice. Someone who lives in Malaysia and it's very crowded and yeah, like you don't really get nice neighbourhoods like this really. So yeah, I can't really find any more clues, so I'm going to just have to go just based on that WA and go for Perth. Maybe go more in the suburbs like here somewhere, just hope for the best. It was Perth, but it's actually very central actually. Okay, so we got residential area. It's actually near an IKEA. Maybe if I'd found that IKEA, I could have maybe found a bit better. So 4,722. If you don't know, this goes out of 5,000 points, and it's based on your distance from your guess to the actual correct answer. You get your points based on that. Okay, man. I was hoping that some of these would be based in the city centre. Some of these locations would be more like city centre based, so I could see the city. But see what I've got here. Okay, nothing that gives anything away. Is that the Leonardo da Vinci drawing of a human being? Troughton Road. What we got here? We've got some sort of resort thing here. The Johnson Flora Reserve, okay. Again, another very residential area. Let's see if we can. I'm sure there's some clues that give away. Let's see, Robertson, McGregor, traffic area. Okay, so maybe Robertson or McGregor is like an area. It's definitely two names that sound quite Scottish actually. Garden City. See if we can get any clues on this bus versus Ipswich. What is this? Clean air. The side of the bus, anything? Sure, like these colours would give something away, or this bus. People from this city would probably know what bus company this is, or if it's local to them. Let's see. Okay, really running down time with no real clue here. Bus stop, can you see anything? I'm just going to go for Sydney. Hope for the best. It was actually Brisbane, so 1, 2, 3, 4 points. When I was zooming in, I did consider Brisbane for some reason, but yeah, would never really have known that for certain. There we go. There's the area, McGregor and Robertson here, so it is right in the middle of those two areas. Okay, here we've got something a bit more out in the sort of rural areas by the looks of it. Rusella, let's see, can either go left or right. Let's go left, down the hill. Oh, this again, man, it's like, imagine living here like with that view of the sort of mountains and so much greenery in this area too. Okay, we're in a dead end here. That's the wrong road. We've wasted 30 seconds. Like, this is actually a lot more difficult than I thought. I think those first two rounds I was actually quite lucky to get some clues there. This one is definitely the hardest one so far. No real signage or anything. Let's see what we've got here. Is this a sign? Harcourts. Okay. It's just a for sale sign. So I guess someone from the city maybe know Harcourts as a company who sell property. Let's see. This one I'm actually thinking more like the outskirts of Melbourne for some reason. It's very, very hilly. Let's just get in here. Yeah, it's very green here, so obviously this whole area is quite green, but could it be Adelaide actually? Let's just go near Geelong. And it was Perth, 28 points. That's a terrible guess. Maybe if you're from Perth you'll probably know that, maybe know that area, but I had no idea. Okay, let's see. We've got here Royal Construction. Okay, someone getting a house built here. Again, maybe someone know this. 04. Is that a dialing code for a certain area? What we got here? Health and safety coordination. I thought maybe this will have like a local council name or something, a local town. We got an address here actually. A luxury home. This is in a place called Turak. Look at this, man. Is that what they're actually going to build? That looks like some sort of Greek. Look at these houses actually. Now this is definitely an affluent area. An affluent suburb of where? That's the thing about house prices in Australia. I have a reaction coming where I react to house prices. Okay, before I go now, Melbourne to Philippines. So should this be Melbourne? Let's see. So a rich sort of upmarket suburb of Melbourne. Caroline Springs sounds like a nice place. Look at this. Yeah, I think I've been on a tram when I went to Melbourne before. This looks like a nice place. Let's hope for the best. So it's actually the other side of Melbourne over here. 4,756. So okay, I'm a traveller. Let's see, 15,620 points. 2 bad guesses, but 3 relatively decent guesses, I can say. So yeah, I'm happy with that actually. I thought I was going to do terrible, but yeah, 15,620 points. So because that was quite a quick game, what I thought I would do is also have a quick one of the Australian stadiums map on Geoguessr as well. See how good I can do, see if I can get any correct. And yeah, again, I'll give 1 minute 30 per round, but I'll try and do a bit quicker. And I'll also make this a challenge, so I'll put the link in the description so you can play along as well. But I guess sports fans in Australia probably know these quite well. So what we got here, must be outside the stadium. What we got, where's the stadium? Oh, nice big stadium here. See if we can get along a bit and get any clues from outside here. I've got like some sort of shipping container part of the stadium there. What's this on here? I've got a logo, but I don't really get anything. Gabba. Is Gabba? I've heard of the Gabba before. Is that not a cricket stadium? Well, I feel like I've heard that mentioned in the Ashes and stuff. Yeah, the Gabba. Where is the Gabba? There's a stadium. Is it in Sydney? Gabba members, okay. Let's see. I don't actually know where the Gabba is. I feel like it's in Sydney for some reason, but not exactly too sure. Let's see if we can get any clues from outside here that give anything away. Voucher seat. East Brisbane, so we're in Brisbane, is here. East Brisbane must be over this way somewhere. Let's see if we can actually see any stadium here. The Gabba is definitely something I've heard. Maybe Gabba, or this name is over here somewhere. Maybe an area of Brisbane. Okay, we've got 12 seconds to go. I feel like I'm going to just go over somewhere like here. I don't think it'll be so close to the water, but oh no, it's very central. Yeah, so Brisbane, that's something I've learned today. I've heard of the Gabba quite a few times in commentary and the Ashes and things like that, but it's in Brisbane, central Brisbane. So decent start actually, 4,777. What is this? Look at this. This is an absolutely stunning stadium. Is there any clues here as to where this is? I feel like it straight away. Okay, Melbourne. Is this MCG? Melbourne Cricket Club? I had that initially, what I thought, but wasn't 100% sure. So Melbourne Cricket Club. MCG is. Let me just see. Is it not somewhere south? I know it's near a big park. Melbourne Cricket Ground. Is it this one? Melbourne Cricket. That's what it's. No, it's the Melbourne Cricket Club. I feel like we're. Let's see. So we're facing north here, so it should be somewhere like down here. If this is the correct one, it's the correct shape. It is MCG. That's why. As soon as I seen it, I thought it was the MCG. Because I've seen like videos of matches that have taken place. It's like got to be one of the best stadiums in the world. The shape of it. It's an absolute amphitheatre. The steepness of the stands. Let's go for this. And it was 5,000 points, man. Bang on, actually. I didn't think I was going to get a perfect score on this one, but I'm very happy to. Okay, you've got something called the Spotless Stadium here. Let's see where we are. This is a bit blurry, this photo. Okay, Sydney Showground. The lawns, okay. So we've got the Spotless Stadium. So let's just go into Sydney. Don't know what kind of stadium this is, if it's Aussie rules or if it's soccer, could be something like that. But let's see, we got any places here. It's called the Spotless Stadium. Interesting name for a stadium. I guess that must be some sort of advertising or branding for a brand called Spotless. Let's just throw down here, just a quick guess. This was actually in Sydney Olympic Park. Got quite a few stadiums around here. Got an aquatic centre, a core stadium. This is Sydney Showground. Okay, so 4,800. Actually a very good score. Again, what we got here? Okay, I know this team. I've seen this. We've got Adelaide. Is it Adelaide Crows? Okay, so let's get into Adelaide. Another fantastic stadium, man. Look at this stand here. That's imposing. Adelaide is here. So what was this called again? Stadium? I'm thinking just in central Adelaide to just try and throw down somewhere here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to go another. As I said, I want this to be a quick game. What we got here? The Gavin. Okay, this is just the name of the stands. Got quite a few names. That again, imposing stadium, wonderful stadium for Aussie rules. These people might get a bit wet if it rains. It's the only problem. Got Bunnings. Let's see. Yeah, let's just throw down the central Adelaide somewhere around about there. Actually, whoa, what is this area? This is like a walled off kind of like surrounded big park type area. This is a pretty amazing place. What is this over here as well? This is like a park that surrounds a big part of the city. That is I've never seen anything like that geographically in another place before. It's like a city here, or a small part of the town with a big park that surrounds it all. And this is the Adelaide Oval. So again, like another great score. I'm very happy with that. Only 3.9 kilometres away. Oh, look at this. That is a trippy. That's some trippy stands. This is Allianz. So this looks more like soccer to me. Look at the seating on here, man. This looks like somebody's taking mushrooms and looking all over here. So the colours remind me of a Melbourne team, honestly. Let's see what the people are wearing here. If we can see any football shirts or anything like that. Let's see. Okay, I'm not too sure. I'm going to go for Melbourne. I feel like it's like a Melbourne football team, soccer team, sorry. In one of the Melbourne teams I remember were down near the Docklands. Was it this one? Marvel Stadium? This actually does look like the same shape, possibly. We're facing north here, maybe not actually. Doesn't actually fit. I knew there was a stadium down here. Let's just go for that and hope for the best. It was in Sydney. Damn, man, my last one I've just messed up completely. 703. It was actually in a place, it was a Sydney cricket ground that was played. Oh no, it's Allianz's rugby league. Okay, so 703, finished there with 20,238 points. So I'm very happy with that. So two very interesting games of Geoguessr. Tell me what you think about them. Tell me if you knew all of those locations. I'll put the links to those games in the description so you can play along as well and tell me how you do. But yeah, I'll have more of this coming soon. If you tell me what you prefer, if it's the cities or the stadiums, and I'll have another game soon. Thanks.